I'm doing a little what I eat in a week video. I am in the trenches of fat loss phase. I've nearly finished, so I've got like half a kilo left to lose. I wanted to get good and lean before I head into my bulking season, and I set it up that I can bulk through autumn and the start of winter and just enjoy all of the good food around that time. I'm very excited. She's a basic bitch. She loves a pumpkin spice latte. So we will be having a week of everything I'm eating to help me lose fat, slim down, and all that good stuff. As you can see, I am in my Saturday uniform of oversized t-shirt and a dressing gown. Genuinely forgot the word for dressing gown then. On to breakfast though. We're gonna be making, what are we making? Cherry and almond baked oats. I bloody love baked oats because it's basically just having a nice bowl of oats, which I love anyway. A bowl of oats is top tier breakfast. But on a little weekend, having them baked, I pop them in the air fryer in a lovely little ramekin, and it feels like a little treat, a nice little treat. So let's go make those. It is now lunchtime. We are enjoying a quinoa rainbow salad. Is she fancy? Yes, she is. And mushrooms and a little bit of roasted garlic. This meal is an absolute goat for fat loss meals because it's just full of veggies, full of nice fibre that my body's gonna have to like work and digest, keep me feeling full. Quinoa, good source of protein and some carbs. And then just a sprinkling of peanuts for some lovely, lovely fats. That meal, typically I would just have like something like that, but it's not got quite enough protein. Like my protein's looking a little low for the day. It's literally just a bowl of yogurt with some protein powder mixed in. It is the Protein Works salted caramel. It's amazing. This is literally like a little pudding. If I had calories to spare, I would absolutely put Biscoff in it and chocolate chips. Heaven. Gonna smash that into my mouth and I'm gonna enjoy a little bit of reading in the garden while I do it, and then back to work because she's a business owner. She works weekends. Snack pack for little Jack. We've got a protein smoothie. It's literally just water and protein powder. Again, the salted caramel. My glass has got my name on it just in case I forget it. What's my name? And some blueberries. I'm very excited. I'm actually very full from that lunch. Like, I keep forgetting how filling that salad is. I basically made it for dinner this week and I'm just now eating the leftovers, like having a smaller portion for my lunch. It's a banging salad, man. I need to have this snack cause getting my protein in. I do fancy a little, I am in that afternoon of like, so the blueberries will hit that spot for me. I've been so good because we get these grubby meal kits and sometimes they send us free goodies. They sent a bag of chocolate covered raisins. I've hidden them so that they're not in sight and I don't get the urge to little afternoon, you know. Do not mind my crazy hair. And these types of vlogs show just how much time I spend in my pajamas, so don't judge me, okay? I'm in my 30s, I can do what I like. It is, of course, now dinner time. As I alluded to earlier, we have a meal delivery kit because we're just fancy little pantsies. So we use Grubby, and I'm making a Super Greens creamy pesto risotto. Ooh, are the macros like perfect on this? No. Is Grubby a really easy solution for me to get some good healthy meals in this week, which I don't have to think about? Yes, helps me stay consistent and on track. So I'm gonna whip this up, and then we do a little movie night on Saturdays. And it's not actually my pick. We take it to us to pick. so I don't know what the movie is. It'll be a surprise. After dinner, I will have a little bowl of popcorn because I always make sure to save myself room for a little popcorn treat when it is movie night. I wanted to film both me and making my breakfast, but I can't get the angle right. It's Sunday. I've just got back from the gym. Hold that thought. And I'm very quickly throwing together my breakfast. I'm having the baked oats again. I can stick them in the air fryer while I shower, and then I'll be ready when I'm ready. And then we're going out for the morning. There's Pip. So we adopted Pip 3 years ago, so we're taking him for a little treat to the dog field. But all I had this morning so far was my pre-workout, which was my pre-workout. I get up and I throw some food in my mouth. It was just some yogurt and a rice cake. Totally forgot to film our popcorn last night, and we watched The Mummy Returns. What a throwback. Yesterday, I hadn't done this before, I put in just a drop of almond extract. Oh, good. I haven't had coffee yet. My God, I don't know how I do it. I'm a miracle. Switch it on. I do a lot of meal repeating. Makes life easier. Like, I don't mind having the same meals like throughout the week, and I just don't have the brain space to think up a different breakfast, lunch and dinner every damn day. I haven't got time to chit chat really. Ben likes to run a tight ship, so I do need to be ready on time. There's Ben. Oh, and that's all just gonna go into the air fryer. And I am going in the shower and I'm making a coffee. I need it. I need the coffee now. Lunchtime, and again we are finishing off the rainbow quinoa salad with my mushrooms. I would like to point out I am wearing the same clothes as yesterday. These are my garden clothes. I don't like sun cream getting on my clothes, so I have, like, if I'm wearing sun cream, I have a sun cream outfit. But this morning we went to the dog field, and then we went to a little National Trust place that's nearby, which is very lovely. I had a iced Americano with a little bit of oat milk in, and I did take 2 Biscoff biscuits with me, but I forgot to film that. Been working since we got back, and then this afternoon I just need to do a bit more studying. Luckily I can do that from the garden, which is very lovely. Get away, wasp. The overnight oat meal prep is officially underway. I have a protein shake for my afternoon snack. And my overnight oats is, I do bougie oats. It's gonna sound weird, bear with me. I add in tofu, silken tofu, so it's oats and protein powder, then silken tofu, along with some yogurt and almond milk. And it just makes it really creamy. It's so good. But I don't know why, but the other week I bought firm tofu. This is a fun story. It goes out of date this week, so I need to use it. I'm going to try putting that in instead of the silken. It's good and blended. It's definitely a grainier texture than with the silken. This could be interesting, and I'm going to have to eat it for the next 5 days, even if it's disgusting. Oh my God. I can see, like, the consistency is different. And there she is. So that's sort of like the consistency, and that will go in the fridge overnight, ready for my breakfast in the morning. And all I need to add is we're having strawberries with this one, maybe some chocolate chips, but unlikely because calories. We're getting there though. We have like such a small amount left to lose, which is why I'm sort of really down to crunch time. So I've just got to stick it out. I'm also like just feeling really fed up with it at the moment. It's not easy. It does take quite a lot of mental discipline and resilience, and that's the way it should be, in my opinion. You know, we should have to work for these things. because it makes us stronger. Like Britney Spears. And just like that, it is dinner time once again, the end of another weekend. Where do they go? Back on the super green risotto, I think is what Grubby called it. It's fine, it's not my favourite meal, but it's quite filling, and obviously lots of nice greens in there, nice and healthy. One of my absolute vices is Coke, but I don't drink. I've never smoked and I've never done any drugs, so allow me my little vice, okay? Then for pudding, I'm relatively low on calories for the rest of the day, so I will just be having some yogurt with a little bit of protein powder mixed in and my blueberries, and that is a Sunday. Welcome to my office. Piano. Every good office has a piano, right? Right. It is officially breakfast time. Couldn't come soon enough. I've delayed my breakfast a little bit this morning just to minimize the hunger between breakfast and lunch. I find like that the trickiest part. It was an absolute girlish dream that I would be able to have chocolate chips with this today, but I have got some lovely strawberries. Little taste test of how this firm tofu instead of the silken is gonna go. I'm scared. It's fine. It's definitely different. I feel like there is a slight taste difference and definitely consistency. It's not bad. It's not, I'm not gonna do it again. Eat that, savor it, enjoy it, and crack on with some work. So we've made it to lunchtime, and you cannot judge me for this. I accept my lunches are weird. I won't go into it. There is a method behind my madness. Trust me. Trust and believe. It's basically a bit of a girl dinner. So we've got our mushrooms. Mushrooms will be featuring every day this week. Mushrooms with the leftover roasted garlic and a tiny little bit of hot sauce. So that's for like my veggies for this meal. This is where it gets weirder. I like having sweet food. Like I just have such a sweet tooth. So sometimes at lunchtime I just want more sweet food. Like I just want a second breakfast basically of microwaved cake oats. I wish I'd done it in a mug now because then I could just have a mug cake. But yeah, we've got oats with some protein powder microwaved and some frozen cherries and a dollop of natural Greek style yogurt. What better on a Monday? Today is a rest day. It's definitely not, because I'm doing the couched 5k at the moment. So that needs to get me fueled through the run before I can settle down on my dinner later. Fresh jammies for a fresh girl. So we have got the last of this super green risotto. It's grown on me. This will be my third time having it, and it has grown on me. I really enjoyed my run actually. I've been amazed by how my progress has been going with my running, because being in a fat loss phase, obviously I'm not fueling it as I would normally fuel doing any sort of cardio like that. So it feels like it should be more of a struggle, and I can definitely tell like my muscles and like my body during it is like, what we doing? But overall, like I've not come out of a run feeling like that was horrendous. I'll enjoy my dinner now, and then pudding is going to be some blueberries and a little bit of peanut butter, because we have a few little calories left over and our fat's been looking a little low today. So I'll enjoy that a lot. I think I'm actually at the end of a jar, so I may just, which won't be the most accurate way of doing it, so I should probably weigh it out. We have just got back from the gym, trained lower today, which is my least favourite workout of the week. Stand on my tippy toes. About to have my little protein shake in a mug, because why not? And then again today I will delay the breakfast until about mid-morning. See me through, gives me something to look forward to as well. Chug this, get showered and all that jazz, and then the first coffee of the day will be had. Why did I go Moira Rose? The first coffee of the day will be had. We've made it to breakfast time. Overnight oats again, of course. This will be my breakfast every day this week, because it just makes life easier to prep your food. My precious. This morning I'm just doing some content writing, so planning out all of my Instagram content and writing the scripts and captions and everything so that I can get it all filmed. And we're very organised kind of gal, so I can get that all filmed and edited and ready for the week ahead. Very happy to have the fuel to get the old brain fired up and going. This is such a sad girl lunch. I don't like lunches, so basically when I work out my calories for the day, I'll work around breakfast and dinner. They're like my little anchor points. Whatever's left over is lunch. There's not a lot of protein in this. I've got mushrooms and brown rice with a little bit of hot sauce, but overall my protein is fine for the day. Obviously it's better if you can even out your protein throughout each meal, but you know, we work with what we have. It's not going well. I wanted to show you the recipe card. I've thrown it away already. I've made teriyaki tofu with like these chili green beans. It looks very nice. I'm very excited for it. But the other thing I went wrong was the teriyaki sauce. It came with 2 packets and I was just like merrily pouring it in with the tofu, thinking this looks like a lot of teriyaki sauce. And then read the recipe card again and I was meant to put some in the green beans, so I have to do a little bit more work this evening, but I think I will treat myself to a little bit of Ginny and Georgia. I've nearly finished season 3. Am I meant to like Georgia? Because I do not like Georgia. Then, oh, very exciting pudding tonight. I've got my blueberries and the world's tiniest bit of Ben & Jerry's, which I'm gonna savour every moment of it. And that's Tuesday. Wednesday mornings are one of my favourite mornings of the week because it's the only morning I treat myself to a coffee first thing. I usually try and do like delay the caffeine so my body can obviously naturally get energised. But on a Wednesday I go to the gym ever so slightly later. So I have a coffee and I know I have a problem because it shouldn't make me this happy, but it does. Then the usual pre-workout meal at the moment, which is my yogurt and my rice cake. And then we go and treat upper, which is my absolute favourite. So Wednesday's a good day to be Cate. I have an unprecedented snack. Very excited. Today I weighed in at the goal weight I had for this fat loss phase, but that doesn't mean I've sort of hit the end of fat loss just yet because I like to take an average scale weight. I weigh myself each day and then take that average. So I want to wait and see what the average is, maybe push even for a little bit more fat loss. But I decided I was going to treat myself to a little yogurt because I always I do my food shop after my gym session on a Wednesday. And I keep walking past these and I'm like, I really want one. I will add, I'm still in a deficit for the day. Like I've been in quite a severe calorie deficit the past few weeks. So this will still keep me under maintenance even if I have this snack. So it shouldn't really affect any progress either. Lunchtime, and I know you're not going to believe this, but we got some mushrooms with hot sauce and a little mug cake with blueberries and a little bit of Greek yogurt on top, and I'm very excited for this. And you can tell I go do my food shop on a Wednesday morning because I've also got a nice little low calorie ginger beer treat as well. Like Wednesdays just become treat day. Also, I think I messed up my dinner even more yesterday because I've just been in the cupboard and found like loads of pots from Grubby of tamari sauce. Not a clue what that was meant to go in. Maybe it was meant to go in the green beans, but I'll add it in somewhere. Dinner time. Just done some hill sprints, so I'm very ready for this meal. That blueberry mug cake, perfection. It really hit the spot, you know? Whilst my running like 5k running is going very well even through this fat loss. Those hill sprints, man, I felt that today. And it wasn't even like I could feel my cardio wasn't as good, but it was just my quads were not happy. And I mean, I did do like a quad heavy leg day yesterday, so that's also wouldn't have helped. But yeah, Jesus. I'm gonna watch a little movie tonight because I fear I need a little bit of downtime. I get a little bit deep now. I don't like being vulnerable, but here we go. I put a lot of pressure on myself and I set myself a lot of expectations, and then if I don't meet those, I have a real bad time of feeling like I should always be doing more. If I have any quiet time, I feel like I need to fill it with something, which I'm working on. As you can tell from the fact that I've just found all this tamari, which I've actually just mixed in to, if you can tell, like the rice is brown. I had 4 pots of tamari that got sent with that meal kit, so I've just mixed it into the rice, which was very nice. That was obviously meant to go in the dinner yesterday and I just didn't even clock it. So that shows I was obviously quite tired yesterday. Like yesterday was a lot. I'm like, I could do more work this evening or I could just chill out. I'm gonna watch 16 Candles, which is one of my favourite films. And I have a little bit of popcorn in a bit. So that will be Wednesday. Where's the week going? It's flying by. It was like a friggin' jump scare just then when the camera focused on my face because I was really close. Anyway, it's another day, another breakfast. As you can probably tell from the jumper, a little bit chilly outside and I'm feeling very autumnal because I get up at 5 a.m. Not fun. It's already dark in the mornings even though it's the end of August, so I'm very in that autumnal vibe already, but because it's quite chilly today as well and I've got a sweater on, I've got my little candle going, I've got a little autumnal cafe ambience video going while I work, so I'm having a lovely time. It does mean I'm not necessarily in the mood for overnight oats now. I want something warm, but here we are. Ready for this mug cake. Oh, I've been dreaming of it all morning. That will be, I believe, the last lunch of mushrooms and mug cake today, because Fridays are a little bit different for me in terms of how I work out my food. Ben cooks dinner on a Friday night and it tends to be more calorie dense than what I would make for myself. So I have to do a little bit of jiggery pokery calorie magic to work it in. So that'll be fun tomorrow. Oh, and tomorrow I need my energy tomorrow because it's a filming day. So for content creation day. Ignore the crazy hair, we've just washed it and it hasn't been styled yet. Let's pretend it's not there. Also, Ben just asked me if I've been crying, so based on that assessment, I'm going to guess my eyes are looking a bit red for some reason. Tonight's pudding. I thought that was upside down. One of my absolute favourite things in the world. My vegan baked cookie protein cookie. Heated up in the microwave, 20 seconds. Perfection. No, you don't need to have protein cookies or protein bars or anything like that, but I just genuinely enjoy that cookie. That's my little Thursday treat. And that is Thursday. We have made it to Friday officially, thank the Lord. Oh, I have probably got halfway through my breakfast before realising I needed to film. The last of the overnight oats. They've done me well this week. Very filling, very tasty. Looking forward to getting back to the silken tofu though, over the firm tofu in them. As I hinted at yesterday, today's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to be having a bigger, higher calorie dinner. So I need to, as I track, I need to work that into my daily calories. So breakfast is obviously the same. We're going to be having for dinner some kind of chicken Caesar salad type situation. So because I know it's going to be a bigger meal, I've got to make some changes throughout the day. And I will show you how I'm doing that with lunch. It's 2 p.m. I'm very hungry. We're pushing through, because the way I'm going to manage these extra calories this evening is to literally just have a little bowl of yogurt for my lunch. Very sad. I'm going to persevere a little bit longer before I eat again. but I'm just having a ginger beer because it feels like a little treat. The carbonation, obviously, carbonation, is that a word? Will help to make me feel a little bit fuller. It is a tricky thing to do, but if you know you've got a bigger meal, a more calorie dense meal coming up, it can be a really great way to sort of still fit in your calories for the day when you are trying to lose some weight. So I think I'll have my yogurt around 3, and then that will hopefully see me through till dinner, and I'm going to enjoy that dinner so much. Okay, so not only did I forget to... Pippin's down at my feet and he's being really distracting. Not only did I forget to show you Friday night dinner, it's now Sunday. It's taken me nearly 2 days to remember that I didn't do that. Unfortunately, I cannot go back in time and show you what we ate, but it was like southern fried crispy chicken pieces with lettuce, iceberg lettuce, and little cubes, no, fried chips, like homemade potato chips, fries. Am I American? Apparently. Pause for Pippin having a drink. And that concludes the end of what I eat in a week for fat loss. Hopefully, we are nearing the end of this fat loss phase and I can start showing you how I reverse diet, maintain, and then it's gonna be bulking season come October. I cannot wait. All the good foods, all the excitement, all of the mousses. And did that look really... That looks pathetic. Where's my pump, man? I'll catch you in the next one.